I wanted to make a video on how my life has just manifested, because I guess the last time I was intimate with y'all in conversation was about how the universe was testing me to do something. I needed chopstick and I didn't want to do it. And then I did it. And holy crap, the 180 that my life has been. I feel like as a reward for letting go of what was making me stagnant and just occupying my energy in a negative way. Let me backtrack, because the reason I let go of this person was because I believed that there is someone better for me out there. There are better things out there for me. I thought it was someone. I thought it was romance. And ever since I let go of that person, different things have changed. That looked like quitting my job at my art studio and then getting 2 social media manager jobs, which allowed me to then move out and get my own studio apartment. I want to say it's materialistic things that have changed, but that's so untrue, because I have shifted my way of thinking. In order to achieve these things, I feel like I'm mentally attracting them. I learned to find gratitude for my studio job and just affirm that there is enough money. And in turn, I started to attract newer opportunities where I'm now a freelancer and I'm working for myself, or I'm working for a company, but like I make my own hours and such. When I was at the art studio, I had decided that I don't want to keep searching for more and more and more always. I don't always want to be unhappy with my job or the person I'm with or the place I'm at. And so I needed to quantify what that was going to look like actually. And I decided it was going to be creating something of my own business. And so then to have the label of freelancer, it's just like I didn't realize what was happening until they were offering me the position, and I was like, wait, because I swear I was just talking about how I wanted something of my own like not even a month ago. And then the shit just manifested. As I was like feeling into this gratitude, I started attracting more abundance, and I firmly believe that this is what caused that. I have money, and I've been wanting to get my own place for a while. It's like the thing I've been working towards, and I don't even know why. Honestly, I think a lot of the reason that I wanted my own space was because society told me, oh, you're a grown adult, why are you still living with your family? I'm wearing pants. Anyways, within a month of getting my own job, I got my own place, and I could have waited. I maybe should have waited, but I didn't, and everything is totally fine. But I just kind of, the first nights I moved in, I was sad. I was like, I'm gonna miss my mom and my dog, and it's very quiet. And I am someone who swears I'm an introvert, but then I'm not, because just how I've been changing and growing and evolving these past maybe 3 months, I have like turned that perception around to admit and be vulnerable enough to admit that I need connection. I value connection. I value a certain type of connection, which means that I'm not for everyone. I'm more selective with my time, energy, and the people I surround myself with. But I do value connection, and I don't want to be a recluse. So basically when I moved in, I wanted to live alone, but I still I need to live alone because I am a clean freak. I want everything clean, and I just like having my own space. But I started to miss my family, and it was really quiet, and I thought I wanted to live on my own because, yeah, I'm just very good at being on my own. But the truth is that I also am gonna miss that aspect of hearing someone talk through the wall or hearing the TV, like, and just subconsciously knowing that there's someone on the other side of the house. Really, it was over 2 days, like my brain was kind of saying like, just because you moved your things in doesn't mean it makes it home. And I was like, yep, I feel sad and I need to tell someone. So I told a few friends and I told my mom, and I just cried while eating my bagel, and I just felt sad, and I really honored that loneliness that I felt. Ooh, hello tears. It was honestly just nice to do so because I was able to feel things with compassion for myself, and in turn, the feelings started to diminish. And then yesterday, I think it was, I was just sitting in my bed and I was like, what a slow, nice morning I'm having. And I felt gratitude for my own space. And I don't think I would have felt that gratitude or that happiness for my own space so deeply if I didn't feel that grief or that loneliness. So I just basically, because I felt low, I was also able to feel the highness that much more, if that makes sense. This is definitely something I want to dive into because I want to be able to appreciate my grief and appreciate the, not the polar opposites, but just contrasting different points in my life, even if that's just in 1 week, definitely if that's over spans of months. So yeah, I moved in and it's so much more than a place, so much more than a space. It's just another sign of how much I have worked on in my head and how that is manifested into just one of many universes, one of many realities. Things I'm working on are to find a good balance of creating versus consuming. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I am really reading into what is gonna feel good for myself today and just sit with myself in the morning before I decide to go on my phone or watching Tarot Thursday YouTube videos, which is my favorite tarot reader, the only tarot reader I watch. Yeah, so this morning that kind of looked like assessing what that would be in my journal, and then drinking a big gulp of water, and just assessing what I'm grateful for in my past, in my present, and in my future. But I've been using ChatGPT so much more as a social media manager, and so it's kind of interesting to talk to it about my just personal life. Like I used it to design my apartment and how to apply feng shui to my studio. But I also have been using it to just help me create some affirmations for certain goals in my life or certain things I want to reframe that I maybe still feel like I have a negative connotation towards. So I also was asking about the multiverse to ChatGPT. Dude, what? Because I've been reading this book. I've been reading The Midnight Library, and I just started watching the OA again, and both of them are about the multiverse. And so I just asked ChatGPT, is the multiverse real? And they were like, well, there's theories. And I was like, okay, yeah, blah, 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 fine, whatever. If you don't want to give me a definite answer, you can keep that for yourself. But then I was like, how do I apply the multiverse theories and manifesting to these goals that I have? And it kind of gave me a routine, some affirmations, new perceptions, and just how to integrate these different things in my life that I really want to feel into. Being more selective with my habits and just thinking about what my higher self would do. Just kind of craving more healthy food than sour candy and chips. What was the third one? So the third one was embodying love. My focus has been romance for a while now. Right now it's new love and just love that I know I'm worthy of. Mapping time to travel. They told me that I should block a tentative travel date out in my calendar, even if that's 6 months from now, even if it's hypothetical. And then the last one was living from gratitude. I want to live from gratitude for my past, for my present, and for my future. So yeah, definitely just having more empathy for my past self and understanding, and then thank my past experience because it is everything has brought me to this point, and I'm so grateful for this point right now. And I would not feel that immense amount of gratitude if I wasn't in such a depletion then. So yeah, that is what I'm focused on right now, and it's really good to vocalize that. And just continue to affirm these things and know that I'm working towards them. That was just a lot of me talking about myself, but maybe someone will relate. I don't know what kind of content I want to produce. I want to produce cinematic content. I want to produce videos like one of the YouTubers that inspires me, Naomi something. That's all I remember. Yeah, if I could just share with someone the tools that I'm focused on, the goals that I'm focused on, and maybe they can relate and reframe for themselves, I think that I'm a better person for it. But this is also just fun for me, and this is my creating for the day. So yes, that is really all I have to say, and maybe I'll drop my favorite song in the bio. Maybe I should. I'm so scared to post this. I don't know why I'm so scared.